Hello and welcome. My name is Anna Rice and I am on the marketing communications team at Kcura. Today we're going to take the next 45 minutes or so to talk about communications surrounding Kcura. There are two main goals for this training. The first is to just introduce you to the marketing communications team and talk a little bit more about what we do. Second, we want to prepare you to talk about where you work and our brands. The marketing communications team consists of about 15 people specializing in content marketing, public relations, social media, and customer advocacy. We manage all of the external facing Kcura and Relativity messaging. For example, content that you see on our website or the Relativity blog, as well as how we talk to analysts and media about our software. We help shape the market perception of Kcura and Relativity and can help you understand how we're talking about our brands. So if you ever have a question about messaging surrounding our brands, for example, maybe you've been asked to participate in a speaking event, or you're just interested in how we talk about something like a new product release, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help. Just email marketing@kcura.com and a member of the team will follow up with you directly. So when your friends and family ask about where you work, you can use these high-level descriptions of who we are and what we do. In later slides, we'll dive into these more. So who is Kcura? We're a fast-growing Chicago-based software company tackling big data challenges for users spanning the globe. Our headquarters are in Chicago with additional offices in Portland, Oregon, Reston, Virginia, London, Krakow, Australia, and Singapore. And what do? We are the developers of the e-discovery software, Relativity, which is used for managing large volumes of electronic evidence during litigation and investigations. In short, we are all about three things here at Kcura: our software, our users, and our team. You'll hear these three key areas of focus regularly brought up by Andrew and our senior leadership team, especially during all-hands meetings. So I'm sure you've heard a lot about e-discovery in your first few weeks here, but we'll do a quick recap. What is e-discovery? E-discovery is the exchange of relevant electronic information between parties during litigation or investigation. A great way to conceptualize this: let's say Company A sues Company B for patent infringement. Both companies have to provide the other side with all the data that might be associated with that litigation. So that means all of the emails, Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, and everything that might contain information about what happened. Attorneys will then go through that data to find the smoking gun. Our customers need to sort through massive amounts of information to pinpoint relevant documents, often in a short period of time that they have no control over. Relativity does this process for them quickly, easily, and in a cost-effective manner. So how do others know us? Kcura has received multiple accolades recognizing the company for its rapid growth and for being a great place to work. Here you can see just a few awards that we've been awarded with, like the Deloitte Technology Fast 500 and the Chicago Tribune's Top Workplaces. We're focused on delivering great software to our customers, so we've also received multiple industry accolades on that front. Here are a few that we've been recognized for. So how do we talk about ourselves? Here are some of the ways we describe ourselves, both in Chicago and across the globe. There are 6 themes that you should know about our business model. First, we are an end-to-end solution. Our vision is to provide a comprehensive end-to-end e-discovery solution. This means one seamless end-to-end solution, one UI, a single view of the custodians, documents, and inquiries complaints. We build for speed and scale. We employ more than 200 engineers to constantly enhance our software. Relativity can scale to hundreds of millions of documents per workspace being used by thousands of users. We build for extensibility. Users can build on the software to extend its functionality, integrate with other pieces of technology, and customize it to fit their needs. It allows our customers to support use cases outside of pure e-discovery, making Relativity sticky. We offer high-touch customer service. We have 24-hour support for all our products and features. The customer success team works with customers as a trusted e-discovery advisor, made up of advice, business analysts, documentation, education, and certification. Advice specialists are unique in that they support customers through thought leadership, coaching, and consulting at no extra cost. We have a strong network of channel partners. We have the largest global partner network of any litigation hosting platform, and we're committed to making them successful with our software. We have a deeper network of expertise and service for our end users than any other software. And finally, we're building a community around the product. We have a fanatical user community, and it's because we've taken their feedback seriously and made it a point to put them first. Our education programs, conference presence, and training are some initiatives that have made our users grow closer to the Relativity community. You'll hear a lot about the importance of our community at Kcura, so let's dig into some of the ways we engage that community. Our biggest and most well-known community event is Relativity Fest. We hold it every year in Chicago, and it's our way to celebrate and connect our user community. We have sessions, panels, hands-on labs, and other ways to learn and share ideas. So there are 3 reasons we started Fest back in 2010. First of all, our users suggested that we put on a conference of our own, and we thought it was a good idea. Second, we thought we should celebrate our users for all that they have done for us and thank them for their feedback and partnership. And lastly, it's simply a great marketing vehicle. Another important event we have here is the Spring Roadshow, which is a celebration usually accompanying a big software release in London. We also host user groups, a certification program, and an academic program that are growing initiatives to engage our users around the globe. So there are a couple rules that we'd like for you to keep in mind when you're talking about Kcura and your work. First of all, present content in a professional voice. Don't use slang and keep content to the point. Use relativity when you're referring to the product or technology, and Kcura when referring to the business and culture. So don't say Kcura Relativity. Say Relativity by Kcura, or just have them stand alone. Lastly, in casual photos or videos on company property, please be mindful of what's in the background, especially if you're using your phone to take a photo and posting it to social media or sending it to friends. On that note, we do encourage employees to be active on social media, both personally as well as about company and industry topics. So please connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Don't worry, we aren't going to police your social media accounts, but remember that as a Kcura team member, your online actions do reflect upon your place of work. So here are some things to keep in mind. Be mindful. If company information isn't public, don't talk about it online. Be respectful. Consider how what you say might affect your colleagues or our clients. We don't have a formal social media policy, and we'd like to keep it that way. If you ever need any content to share about Kcura, we can help. Content shared by employees actually receives 8 times more engagement than content shared by brand channels. Sharing content on your social networks is a great way to build a personal brand, which leads to thought leadership and real connections. It also goes a long way in promoting Kcura as a great place to work and Relativity as the e-discovery company. Just contact us at marketing@kcura.com if you'd like to receive content to share to your channels. As an organization, one of our overarching goals is to attract the best talent, but we can't do this alone. You can help by spreading the buzz about Kcura with your family, friends, and followers across your own personal social media channels and beyond. So feel free to promote open positions across social media. It's a big part of our referral bonus program. With your help, we'll continue building Kcura to be a happy, healthy, and engaged workplace together. So we also encourage our team members to represent Kcura in the community. So please let us know about any new opportunities you come across where we as a team can spread the word about our company and all the great work that Kcurians are doing. If you're interested in getting out there on behalf of Kcura, you can visit the Employer Branding for Kcurians page in Einstein for more information. For certain events, we may require a particular level of industry knowledge and expertise. And then once your participation is approved, you can visit the Marketing Communications Hub on Einstein. It provides K-Curians with all necessary information about how to get prepared for a public presentation and speak on brand and on message. Our vision. Our vision is to be the e-discovery software company, and there are really 3 parts to it. First of all is developing Relativity to handle all aspects of e-discovery and the litigation life cycle. Second is making sure each product is best in class. And beyond that, making sure each product is a market leader in the category. With Relativity, you get a true end-to-end solution that can take you from legal hold through the construction of your case and into the courtroom if necessary. It's one seamless platform that allows you to easily move through the different stages of an e-discovery project or investigation. In the next few slides, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and walk you through the main benefits of each of our products. I'm keeping this light for the purposes of this training, but if you visit the Relativity website, you will be able to dig into our messaging surrounding products even further. The website is always a great resource for our most up-to-date product messaging. And of course, you can always email us marketing@kcura.com if you have any specific questions about how to talk about a product or feature. So Relativity legal hold. When a company is obligated to issue a legal hold, they need to notify certain people that they cannot delete or alter relevant electronic files on their machines or devices. Let's say your company gets sued and some data you generated might be relevant to the litigation. A legal hold will be issued to you and you have to keep all your data intact. This process is critical to maintaining a defensible case in court. A lot of companies are managing this process via email and an Excel spreadsheet to prove that their custodians are compliant. Can you imagine what that would look like if a company was part of multiple matters and they're using Excel? With Relativity Legal Hold, users can easily manage and automate the legal hold process in one centralized location. Legal Hold provides reports and reminders so you can ensure an easy and defensible legal hold process. And it also integrates with HR software and existing workflows so these groups don't have to change the way they work. It saves a lot of time and money while reducing the business risk of an improperly managed legal hold. So that's why we say it's a simple solution to a complex enterprise challenge. Next, we'll talk about Relativity Collection. Relativity Collection is a unique offering in the e-discovery industry because of the many ways it can collect data. We talk a lot about how collection makes it easy to target and collect the right data, because not every collection in e-discovery needs to be a full forensic image of a custodian's hard drive, although collection gives you the option to do that too. For the majority of e-discovery projects, a targeted collection of exactly the data that you need is a defensible way to drive down the cost of e-discovery. Instead of needing to disrupt a custodian's workday, collection allows you to conduct a defensible collection via email, a pre-configured USB drive, or from Relativity on a custodian's machine. A feature we call Scout gives the user a high-level look at exactly what data is available on a custodian's machine, so you can limit your collection to a specific folder or even a single file that might be relevant to your matter, instead of grabbing everything and then calling down your data set later. Relativity review and production. Relativity is the clear leader in the industry, especially when it comes to review and production. This is how we got our start in e-discovery, and we're fully committed to making sure our customers have the best possible experience with review, even as we're adding on new features that extend throughout the EDRM. Sometimes you'll hear people say, Relativity is your e-discovery workhorse. This messaging actually came from comments from some of our customers. Relativity's flexibility, scalability, and ease of use are unmatched in the industry, and our users see Relativity as the best solution for their cases, from the small and straightforward to the biggest and most complex. Processing in e-discovery can be a really complicated and annoying step. There are a lot of challenges surrounding the amount of data and the variety of data types that have to get into a review system, but it's a process that has to get done to get to review. A lot of times, review projects can be delayed several days or even weeks just so teams can get the data processed, which is why we emphasize the speed to review message with relativity processing. Relativity is very prevalent as a review platform. So for those wanting to process their data into relativity, relativity processing is the quickest and easiest way to keep your project moving. It's really easy to use, and it keeps all of your data within a single platform, which is a huge advantage to our customers. If you're processing your data in another tool and then getting it into relativity, you might be adding 6 or 7 additional steps with 2 or 3 different pieces of software. A feature in our processing engine called Inventory allows you to narrow down your files before discovering them by eliminating irrelevant raw data from the discovery process through a variety of filters. So basically, relativity processing helps you streamline your workflow and start reviews sooner. Relativity analytics and assisted review provide a ton of features to help you find your most important documents faster. These are hugely effective products that have been proven to save our users millions of dollars and weeks of manpower hours on review. Just check out our customer wins page on the website if you want to see some of the stories about how we've done that. It's important to note that a lot of people in the industry call computer-assisted review predictive coding. We made a decision to standardize on computer-assisted review, or we call it relativity-assisted review, because it's more representative of what the product actually does. Instead of the perception of robots taking over legal work, we like to emphasize the human expert who's actually training the technology to make the right decisions. That's why we say that analytics and assisted review amplify your efforts. You still need a human expert to use and train our powerful analytics engine and confirm the technology's accuracy. The best way to think of relativity assisted review in simple terms is Pandora for e-discovery. When you're listening to a station, let's say 90s alternative bands, and a Pearl Jam song comes on and you like that song, the system will pull in more Pearl Jam songs and other songs that are similar to that genre of music. In that same vein, when an attorney codes documents as relevant and then the system looks at the documents and pulls documents that are conceptually similar to the first one. Alright, so Relativity Binders. Relativity Binders is our first native mobile application that focuses on a particular challenge for partner-level attorneys who may travel a lot for depositions and customer meetings. These attorneys need a way to access and annotate on the most important documents in their cases. Sometimes this means traveling with binders full of sensitive information, which are incredibly heavy and also a huge security risk. With Relativity Binders, attorneys can get secure access to their case documents on their tablet or laptop, and they can also take notes on these documents for trial prep. Another advantage is the ability to email their case teams from the app while they're on the go if they need them to add or take a look at one of the documents. A process that would normally they have to rely on UPS for. So because of its specific use, we say that Binders allows you to work with your documents anywhere and anytime. So who do we create these solutions for and what problems are we solving? Our user base is made up of law firms, corporations, and government agencies. All 3 of these groups use Relativity for solving their e-discovery challenges. But because of Relativity's ability to search and review large amounts of electronic documents, there are also a few other use cases. Law firms can use our e-discovery software to provide additional legal services to their customers, and Relativity Binders allows them to prepare for cases on their mobile devices. Corporations often use e-discovery software like Relativity to conduct internal investigations and compliance projects. They may also use it for information governance purposes, which is how organizations defensively and reasonably manage all of their data that is created within the company. Information governance, or IG, has become a hot topic within the e-discovery industry. So if you want to learn more, I recommend that you check out the Information Governance Initiative website and also, of course, the Relativity blog. Finally, government agencies use e-discovery software to conduct criminal and civil investigations as well as responding to Freedom of Information or FOIA requests. Here's an example of an alternate use case for relativity outside of e-discovery and contract review. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, uses relativity to ensure a consistent and repeatable approach to receiving Freedom of Information Act requests. Relativity allows the EPA to reduce risk, speed up their processes, and lower the cost of responding to 10,000 plus FOIA requests a year. You can find more customer wins like this on the customer wins portion of our website, by the way. Here's another example. At Reed Smith, the challenge they faced was analyzing tens of thousands of contracts for a global financial institution to determine the restrictions and obligations that would require consent from 300 stakeholders across 33 countries. Their solution involved building an application on relativity to track the status of consent from required parties, and they used analytics to complete the project in just 1 month, successfully closing the deal. Relativity is a platform that allows you to create custom solutions and integrations that extend the capabilities of the software. This is a huge differentiator for us in our space. Relativity users without any programming experience are able to build simple applications through the front end, and third-party developers can dig into Relativity's API to create highly sophisticated applications and integrations on top of the platform. A lot of these applications are listed in Relativity's ecosystem, our version of Apple's App Store. They can range from project management solutions to complex analytics and translation engines. If there's a particular functionality that's missing in Relativity, users and developers can make it on their own. This allows us to solve more e-discovery challenges, as well as challenges outside the scope of e-discovery, even faster. So here's a list of recommended resources that will allow you to keep your finger on the pulse of the e-discovery industry and what's going on at Kcura. You can check out the newsroom on kcura.com, the Relativity blog, as I've mentioned before, the customer wins section, conversations from the couch, and then you'll also want to check out e-discovery in the news in Einstein. So that concludes our communications training. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or the marketing team. Thanks so much for your time.